Hello and welcome everyone to Cafe. I'm Crystal Candy.
And I'm Clarence Reynolds. It is great to be back with you this 4th of July week to share all of the fun and exciting events happening this week.
Well, something that is very fun and exciting is the new exhibit at the Orlando Science Center. Life just opened up, and it is such a cool experience of all the different ecosystems and the animals in it, and we got to check it out. Take a look. This is the Life exhibit at the Orlando Science Center. It is the largest and most comprehensive exhibit that they have ever attempted, and it tells the story of our planet through the animals who inhabit it in 3 different ecosystems. And to tell us more about the animal story is Jenny Bowles, who is the animal care manager here at the Orlando Science Center. And we are here now in the swamp. Of course, we're in Florida, so we know what goes with the swamp. We've got alligators, we've got turtles. Tell us what people can expect here in the swamp.
Yeah, so the Life exhibit has 3 separate areas. We have the swamp, the ocean, and the rainforest, but the really great part about the swamp is it allows you to get closer to the wildlife that's in your own backyard here in Florida that is there, but you might not be completely aware of, might not be able to have experiences with and get close to. So this is completely immersive, getting closer to those animals, learning more about them and what role we play and making sure that they're taken care of in our backyards.
So in the swamp, we've got, you know, the superstars. You got to have some alligators and turtles.
Yes.
What else can people see here in the swamp, which is very unique?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So we have 5 gators that are in our gator pool here. We also have 5 different species of aquatic turtles, including one very large snapping turtle, red-eared sliders, yellow-bellied sliders, all cohabitating together so that you can see how they would work together in an actual environment out in the wild.
Yeah, I noticed earlier I saw an alligator under the heat lamp on top of a turtle.
Yes.
I'd never seen that before, but that's what you're going to see here.
They stack, they share food, definitely moving around exactly like they would in the wild is exactly what you're going to experience here. And we make sure that all of their needs are provided. You're seeing their heat lamps, their UV lamps, because they're obviously not getting that direct sunlight in here like they would outside. Yeah. So everything's provided and you get to see how they would normally behave.
You've done a great job. And then the squirrels, we experience squirrels in different ways here in Florida.
Correct.
But you have something very unique and special with that exhibit.
We do. So we have 2 squirrels that are over here. The squirrels are actually the only animal here that are not native to Florida. They are native to islands that are off the coast of China. They are called Prevost squirrels. But we have an entire system that runs above your head, so those squirrels can be running around. You can see how quick they are. You can see the way that they move. You can watch out for other things that they do. But it's a really interactive exhibit. It's a lot of fun to see how they move through things.
And then around the corner from the squirrels, we also have the very mysterious owls.
Burrowing owls, yep, another animal that you can find in your backyard, but they're one of the most fascinating animals to me because you can find them in super cold temperatures. They can thrive in really hot temperatures. So they do perfectly all over Florida, but they actually do burrow into the ground and they live here in like the grassy land areas of Florida. Yes, we have 2 of them over there.
That's fascinating. Yeah. And you normally can't get up close like that with owls. So that's
you
really
cannot, cool. No. So those are animals that are really reclusive. They keep to themselves. So to be able to see them and then get that close to them and how they work, it's pretty fascinating.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So why don't we go get up close with some more creatures in the ocean. So we're going to go to the ocean now. We are now here in the ocean, and I love the fact, Jenny, that when you walk into this exhibit, you start to become transported with the music and the lights, and then you're here in front of this gigantic tank.
It's very immersive. You literally walk downwards on a ramp, and then you end up in front of our large shark tank here with all of these beautiful fish that you can find in the oceans around the Florida area. You go around the corner and we have a coral tank that's at a level for kids so they can see it. You can get down on the level with your children. We also have a touch tank with all of our aquatic inverts that people can actually get in there and be completely involved in getting to know how they feel and how they move when you're interacting with them.
So I saw one of the sharks in here.
Yes.
You're actually going to be able to have people like in the zoo. You can actually get inside of here and like teach and talk to students about it?
Correct, yeah. Our intention is that when we have to do all of our husbandry for the tank, we will be snorkeling inside the tank. Our team will be trained to do that. We'll do shark feeds from the upper platform up here so that we can do programming and talk to people about the sharks and about our reefs and our oceans that are around the state of Florida. So we'll have a lot of keeper interactions when we're in here.
I also love that you are learning about the ocean
Yes.
when you're in here, and you're learning not just the names of some of these fish and the species, you're learning about the importance of the coral reefs. You're learning about some ways that you, as just a human in this world, can get along with the sea creatures.
Yeah, we really have very thoughtful signage that's all over the exhibit that people can read and learn about. This is another beautiful environment that we're lucky enough here in Florida to exhibit. We're surrounded by the oceans, so it's another thing that we learn about how we impact it, how we benefit from it, and how those things combine together, how we work together to make that all, you know, coexist. So
The touch tank has to be one of your more popular
For sure.
exhibits, and people can really get up close. I see a lobster in there,
Yep.
a sea cucumber,
correct,
crabs.
yep, starfish, yeah, a bunch of different types of inverts. The reality is there is studies that have been done on the fact that somebody can go to a zoo and they can see these beautiful exotic animals, but if they're far away from them, they get it, they think it's wonderful, but the second they're able to touch something, the second they can interact with it, it takes that appreciation, that connection to a completely different level, and we're able to provide that here in our ocean, so it's really wonderful.
That's what's so beautiful about the Life exhibit, is being able to get up close and
Absolutely.
experience it. All right, so I love the ocean so much. It's such a calming Zen place, but we still have one final place, the rainforest.
Correct.
So let's head over to the
Sounds good.
rainforest. We are now here at last in the rainforest, and you can feel that we are in the rainforest.
You sure can.
And that's the beautiful thing, just like
Yeah.
the ocean, you feel like you're immersed.
Absolutely.
This is quite a special place.
It is. It offers you a little bit something different than the other two environments. Those environments you can find in your backyard. You can go to the ocean. You can go to the swamps here in Florida. The rainforest is something that if you can't find a place like here at the Orlando Science Center, you'd never be able to experience these animals. You get the hot, humid temperatures here in Florida, but not this lush environment and the animals that are in it. It is the immersive rainforest experience.
Obviously, we know we've got some company behind
do.
us as one of the animals in the exhibit. So tell me a little bit about, let's talk about the birds first, because
Sure.
you've got birds flying overhead.
We do. So we have a perch over here where we have our sun conures. This is a mated pair, Rio and Tika. We also have free-flighted birds in the exhibit, 15 of them that are roaming the exhibit, flying around, going in and out for their food sources. We have a two-toed sloth in the exhibit, red-footed tortoises. Behind us we have a waterfall with our cichlids. So a whole bunch of different species that you can come in and they are moving around you completely, no barriers between you and them.
That is what's really cool, is when you walk in here, first of all, the fact that it is so high and you can hear the birds,
Yep.
you can hear the sounds of the waterfall, you feel
Yeah.
the humidity. You guys have done a great job
Thank you.
of making people feel as though they are in the rainforest.
For sure, yeah, it's a wonderful thing to experience and to see all the animals, and again, our interactions with them, and to be able to sit in here and feel like you're a part of this wonderful environment. It's something you won't get to experience in many other places.
So the sloth, I know, is one of the stars of the exhibit.
They're a very
and
popular animal, yes, yeah. And for us in general, everybody has a love for Miss Izzy. She does, for the most part, what sloths do. They are nocturnal animals, so she sleeps during the day, gets a little active at times if she's looking for some food or a new place that she wants to sleep in the exhibit. But for the most part, sleeping in her hammock is what she does, and then she's active at night.
This is really the showstopper here, isn't it? And you've really taken on quite a lot of challenges in interacting and being able to get all these species in one place. It's not an easy task.
It is not. Every single exhibit that you find here at the Science Center is a mixed species exhibit, which means that you have to take into account as an individual species, what are the needs of that animal, but how do those needs affect the next animal, and is that going to negatively impact them? And if it is, you have to make adjustments to figure out how they can coexist and all of them have those needs met in a positive way. It's a lot of moving pieces that are hard sometimes to figure out.
I'm glad you guys have figured it out, but it's also so satisfying to see the people walk in here and really feel transported.
Absolutely, and when you see the people come in and how excited they are to be here, how happy they are, you see the little kids getting excited to see animals that they've maybe only seen in pictures. It's something that we've been working for a really long time, and to see it all come together, it's incredibly rewarding. We're very, very proud of it.
Well, you heard it. If you can't experience the rainforest in person off in another continent, you can experience it here at the Orlando Science Center as part of the Life exhibit. Jennifer Voles, thank you so much for joining us, the Animal Care Manager here at the Orlando Science Center. So to check out more information about the Life exhibit or the Orlando Science Center in general, you can check out their website at osc.org.
I cannot wait to see that in person.
You know, and that's something for Father's Day I wanted to treat my folks to, because the Science Center alone is a wonderful place to visit, but the Life exhibit is kind of like its own thing, but it's part of the general admission. So it's just a great opportunity to experience this whole way of learning about animals in like an immersive way. Where you can, like, reach out and touch them.
I can't wait.
Well, nestled between Winter Garden and Claremont is the beautiful town of Oakland, Florida. On July 3rd at 10 a.m., your family can enjoy Oakland Nature Preserve's Gin Museum Storytime. The event will focus on a particular theme and will allow children with a parent or caregiver to enjoy a wonderful story, activity, or animal interaction. You can also spend some time at the 150-acre preserve that offers environmental education and ecotourism activities for visitors of all ages. Storytime activities are targeted for ages 2 through 5, but all are welcome to attend and enjoy. Go to oaklandnaturepreserve.org for more details.
One of Central Florida's hottest Independence Day celebrations is Red, Hot, and Boom in Altamont Springs on July 3rd. Join thousands of your closest friends and neighbors in Cranes Roost Park for live music, food, and one of the best fireworks shows in our area. Bring the family. Admission is free and food and beverages are available for purchase. Officially, the park opens at 5 p.m. for attendees, but the fireworks begin after dark. Check out altamont.org for more information.
And speaking of Independence Day, don't miss fireworks at the fountain at Lake Eola on July 4th. Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer invites you to enjoy live entertainment, family-friendly fun, and food and beverages will be available for purchase from a variety of vendors. At 9:10 p.m., the sky will illuminate with the 46th Annual Fireworks Spectacular, set to a live patriotic performance by the Orlando Concert Band. Go to downtownorlando.com for parking and transportation options. If you can't make it downtown, that's okay. You can watch the festivities live on WKMG News 6.
Also on July 4th, you and the family can participate in the 20th Annual Winter Garden All-American Kids Parade. This celebration of America's birth includes a children's parade, free patriotic decorations and games, and a free pancake breakfast to start the day. Celebrants will meet at Winter Garden City Hall to embark on a march through the historic Plant Street District in tribute to America's 247th birthday. For more details, visit WGHF.org. We are joined by Justin Machoni from CFC Arts to tell us about all of the great things happening around Central Florida. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Yeah, you're not wrong about all of the things. We've got our creativity kind of going in every possible aspect of our community.
And we're going to get to that. I want, for people who may be new to Central Florida, what is CFC Arts?
So the shortest version is Central Florida Community Arts. Let me try that. Exists to build and serve community. So through the arts, like a lot of people, I didn't grow up here in Florida. I moved here from somewhere else. And the first thing I realized when I got to Florida is it was hard for me to find a place to feel like I belonged, to put down roots, to see that sense of community and connection. So we use singing and dance and theater and playing instruments to give people a place to come every week, a place to belong, a place to connect with those around them. We serve students as young as pre-K all the way through seniors in the early stages of Alzheimer's with programming that allows them to connect to one another and really feel like Central Florida is their home. We also happen to put on incredible concerts and great shows and do summer camps and other programming, but the real goal is to make people feel like this is somewhere they could call home.
It's working.
That's good to
my
know.
personal opinion. So we see the CFC Arts like logo on all kinds of things. So give us an idea of like what kinds of like, was there an event that recently happened that was a CFC Arts sponsored event?
Sure, so we partner with a lot of organizations across town. The most recent big event that we did was a huge choir concert. So our organization started with a community choir, a bunch of people who wanted to get together and sing. It is now a 315-member community choir, the largest choir in the country. Right here, we do 2 or 3 major concerts a year, reaching thousands of patrons. We expanded from there. We have the largest orchestra in the country, the largest symphony orchestra in the country, about 215 musicians. They've got some concerts coming up, so you may have seen them out in the community. We have an incredible jazz band, big band that goes out and plays in the community. And then a big chunk of our work that's really visible in other aspects of our community is through what we call our School of Arts and Health. So we have a theater troupe for young adults with Down syndrome and autism and other exceptionalities. We're doing work with local healthcare systems. We have 2 full-time board-certified music therapists on staff that are doing therapy in the community. So you see us popping up in a lot of different places, and if it's about bringing people together or using the arts to make life a little bit better, we're probably a part of it somewhere.
This is very interesting because, you know, when people hear that whine, there's nothing to do in Orlando, there's plenty to do here.
Yes.
So if somebody is looking for their thing, they like instrumental music, for instance, they want to hear an orchestra. So how do they find out what's happening with CFC Arts?
I mean, there's lots of great calendars that exist out there. The easiest way is cfcarts.com. Check out our website. cfcarts.com/events has the full listing of things that we're producing. There's also ways to get involved, to volunteer, to become a member. Everyone that is in our programs is just a volunteer member of our community. They could be your neighbor, they could be your doctor. They're brilliantly talented, but they're just volunteering. And our rehearsals are open to everyone year round. We do not audition. We do not turn you away for financial reasons or otherwise. If you say, it's been 40 years since I picked up my saxophone, but I feel like I should do that again sometime, check us out, cfcarts.com, find a rehearsal, come sit in. It's that accessible. Absolutely.
So you can actually, if you have a talent that's been, you know, sitting around that you haven't used in a while, you can actually get involved in some of these things.
Absolutely. So not only can you buy a ticket to come see a show, but you can sign up to come be a part of our ensemble. And we do everything we can to remove the barriers, be it cost or accessibility. We want you to be able to be involved. We have a lot of people, people with degrees in music, people who have studied it, people who have taught it. We have a lot of, you know, teachers from the local school districts that are involved. And then we have a lot of folks who loved music when they were in school. And then they got out of school and they started a career and they had a family and life got busy and they put aside the things that made them feel whole. And then the kids are out of the house or they retire and they look around and go, well, now what do I do with my time? Get that instrument back out again, even if it has been decades. Most of our orchestra members took years, if not decades off, and we're their opportunity to just get back to feeling like themselves again.
You know, I sound like a broken record, but this is one of the reasons why this is a great place to live.
See, in a nutshell, that's what we're going for. I know for me, as somebody who moved here and was looking for those reasons, I'm happy to be a part of creating that for other people who are trying to call this home. And that's really the goal. The goal is that everybody can look around and go, I belong here. Here in Central Florida, I fit here. There's a place for me to contribute here, and I want to call this home. And that's the goal.
Justin, thank you so much. You learn something, you're excited about stuff, and of course, when you see the CFC Arts logo, you know what you can do, not just be a participant, not just be a viewer of the great arts, but a participant as well.
Absolutely. We hope to see you both places. Come sit in the audience, watch a show, come join us on stage. cfcarts.com has all the details.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The Garden Theater's summer movie series continues this week with the movie Jaws on July 4th at 7:30 p.m. This epic tells the story of a killer shark who unleashes chaos on a beach community off of Martha's Vineyard. And it is up to a local sheriff, a marine biologist, and an old seafarer to hunt the beast down, and of course, a very big boat. Jaws has a rating of PG. But some of the scenes may be a little intense for very young audiences. It is Jaws, after all. For tickets, go to gardentheater.org.
For something else to do on the 4th of July, check out Avalon Park's 4th of July celebration from 5 to 9 p.m. This East Orlando community event will feature a variety of activities, including an exciting apple pie bake-off, a festive bike parade, a thrilling bounce park, delicious food trucks, and inspiring community performances. Visit AvalonParkOrlando.com for more information.
The Pulaski Museum and Sculpture Garden continues its exhibition of Gordon Parks, The Power of Photography, through August. In this photo essay from 1943, Gordon Parks documents Mary McLeod Bethune, her founding of Bethune-Cookman University, and images of daily life in the surrounding neighborhoods of Daytona Beach. Recognized as one of the greatest modern photographers, Gordon Parks had a unique photographic style that created exceptionally expressive pictures. Go to Pulaski.org for exhibit times. Let's see what Carissa has cooking in this week's Taste of the Town. She's at the Sugar Factory.
Ooh,
always
that
delicious.
is good.
Take it away, Carissa.
Hello and welcome to Taste of the Town. I'm your host, Carissa Clark. Today we're here at Sugar Factory in Icon Park, and I have the pleasure of introducing you to Chef Juan. Chef, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Carissa.
Oh, you are so welcome. So I'm really excited because Chef has a delicious brunch menu. It happens here on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 to 3, and you are whipping up a very simple pancake recipe that can be made at home.
Very simple.
Okay, and this is, I love pancakes. I love pancakes. I have a feeling you might too, so let's get started.
All right, so you know that traditional pancake recipe that you have sitting in your recipe book or that your grandma gave you? Go ahead and make yourself 3 of those pancakes. So
Okay.
we're gonna have 3 delicious buttermilk pancakes.
Okay.
It's gonna be a stack of 3. And what we're going to do, the way I like to build this
Okay.
is I like to start off with whipped cream because everybody
Ooh.
loves a little whipped cream,
I don't
right?
even think to do that.
So
Okay.
I'm decorative.
Ooh, all right.
All right.
Okay.
So then we're gonna build
Ooh.
a good amount up on top. Who doesn't love whipped cream, right?
It's already looking very happy.
All right.
happy
so
pancake.
This doesn't take, like you said, not very much to it.
Okay.
We have some dulce de leche.
Okay, so what is the difference between that and just regular caramel?
Okay, so regular caramel is basically just melted sugar. Dulce de leche is heavy cream and evaporated sweetened condensed milk.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, and so that is what's ideal. It makes it a little bit more rich, per se.
Oh yeah, definitely
and
creamier. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, this sounds so good.
So what we're
Okay.
gonna do is we're gonna drizzle
Okay.
our dulce de leche over
Oh, goodness.
our pancakes. Now,
Oh,
you see I brought 2 of these to make sure we had enough to cover the whole pancake.
All right.
All right, there's one.
One.
And then we'll do the second.
Okay. Ah, we're going the other way for pattern. Ooh.
Yeah, oh yeah. I love for things to look delicious, like pretty,
Yes.
as well as delicious.
I can
right?
appreciate that. Okay.
All
All right,
So,
wonderful.
we also have 2 strawberries. Just slice them up and let's just place them.
Okay.
Give us some, deliciousness.
See,
to
I
it.
love this too because this gives you the opportunity to invite family into your kitchen. I know growing up, some of the best memories I have is time with my siblings. It's time with grandma and aunts for special holidays, that it's so easy. I definitely just kind of fall back on syrup, and I do love syrup, but this makes it so much more special, and it honestly reminds me of a celebratory breakfast occasion. So granted, yes, come here for brunch, but it's super reasonable to do this at home, don't you think? I mean, it's only a couple of ingredients.
Yeah, it's really just a few ingredients, nothing too out of the normal, you know.
Right, of course.
Something that I would do with my nephews on a regular basis.
Yeah, of course.
My nephews enjoyed this when they were kids. Now that they're older, they're like, Uncle Johnny, dulce de leche, please.
And granted, this is here and it is breakfast, but I'm also kind of thinking yummy dessert. I mean, I like pancakes a lot. Has anybody, you want to have breakfast kind of for dinner or dessert. I think this is super reasonable because everyone can get a fork and everyone can enjoy it, right? Rather than a single serve. Yum, okay. So this, I have to be honest with you, is absolutely one of my most favorite flavors, and I think it's so inviting. So if it's okay with you, I'm going to have a little taste.
Go for it. Make
okay.
sure you make...
Oh my word. You cannot go wrong with, now I cannot say it correctly. How do we pronounce it?
Dulce de leche.
Okay, let's have respect for the wonderfulness that's about to happen here. Wow. I feel speechless. Is that even possible? That I am speechless? I know. That is wonderful. Chef Juan, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I love that you make everything so special. Okay, so please go to our website for more details. I do invite you to come here to Sugar Factory for your taste of the town. Until then, I'll see you around town.
So the 4th of July, so many things going on around the area. I love that you could actually go watch Jaws and then step outside and it'll be right on time for the fireworks.
I know, timing
Your
perfect.
evening is planned out for you.
That's right. You can't say there's nothing to do. There is plenty to do this week, so it's great.
You know what, or just with the Red Hot and Boom, you know, I don't love to be around the crowds, but even if you can get kind of close to some of these celebrations, because the sky is so open here.
Oh, yeah.
It's such an opportunity to be able to see displays wherever you are, really.
You could see it from your car at the Altamont Mall parking lot. You don't have to go out.
Grab a drink at the Wawa and look up at the sky.
Exactly.
Well, happy 4th of July. That wraps up this week of events. If you have one you'd like to share with us for next month, send us an email at cafe@ocfl.net. I'm Crystal Candy.
And I'm Clarence Reynolds. Remember to join us next week to see what's new and exciting in your community.